good afternoon, whatever time you're going to be joining the live show. Welcome. Welcome to the unexpected Sunday live stream. I sure hope that your Sunday is going very well. And today I'm here with a strategy, a topic, but it's also a strategy. How to be more successful while you're dating, less anxious, and also how to show your ladies that you are confident. Hello, Elizabeth. That you are confident in the things that you are doing. But just humorously, I decided to call this stream things not to do when you're dating feminine Slavic women, but I have now more ladies from different cultures and countries, so it applies to all. Hello. Hello, let me, shall I add some light? Some more light. I'm gonna add just a little bit more of light, even though we do have light. So, hello, my dear friends. I feel like my head is a little bit, let's see. I can do it a little bit better. Oh, hi guys. I'm just trying to settle. It's been so long since I did a live show at home. It's been ages. So, welcome back, everybody. We have air conditioner. It's not raining. The sun is not shining. The mosquitoes are not attacking. We are basically living in a perfect world at the moment. So, welcome back, everybody. So, I wanted to share with you guys some ideas and strategies. I don't know about you, I often get overwhelmed when I have too much going on. And everybody's welcome to contribute. Let me have a seat. This is so good. So, yes, I'm drinking my tea. Exactly. Thank you, Leo. Hi, everybody. Hello, Mona. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you so much. Yes, it's quite comfortable here. My new subscribers probably wondering, she's in the car. Does she have home? I do. But sometimes when you have home and you have things to do at home, you want to be somewhere else. So, thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Leo. Hello, Mona. Good to see you, darling. And all of you, my dear friends. So, let's get to it. Things not to do when you dating feminine women, when you basically are out there and you feel like you're really trying to do your best. And if you're anything like me as well, you always add extra things. You want to make it extra good, you want to do extras, you want to make it super polished, and you have all these huge ideas in your head, and you feel like sharing those ideas would be a great thing with the lady you are seeing, right? But here is something very important to understand about female's brain. We look at you with authority and respect when you show us actions. Ideas and plans is not something to brag about. When you have, one day, I'll be living by the beach, if that's not something you actually working on and getting together, and something that is your plan, and you actually executing, you're working on execution of it, it's better to keep it to yourself on the early stages of dating with a woman, because um if you think about it, everybody, ideas really worth nothing unless you execute them. I'm gonna say this again. Ideas really worth nothing unless you execute them. A lot of people had died with the best ideas in the world. A lot of people never had the courage to make their idea, to actually execute and make their dreams, their ideas, execute them into reality. So when you're trying to tell the lady that, you know what, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that, You can think that, oh, she will see I'm ambitious, or she will see that, I'm a dreamer. uh if she's smart, she will see that you are a talker. It's much better to share things that you're excited about, that currently going on, that you're working on, something that is actually happening. Because as women, we are, it's more into our feminine to, talk about our inspirations. It's more of a feminine talk, unless it's a particular project you're working on. And this is not to, shut you down or say, don't talk about. No, it's not that. It's just, um you want to give her an idea of who you are currently are. You don't want to appear as a project. We all striving for something, and we all have goals. And as your relationship progress, you can share your goals and your visions and things like this, but just don't, it's, I can barely hold my laughter when people, when people try to impress a lady with their plans or ideas. You can impress somebody with something that you have already done, or maybe working on right now. Um, that's just some of my thoughts that I want you guys to consider. Because when we meet somebody new, we always try to impress them. I don't care who you are. When you meet somebody new, it's just a natural way of things. It's just a natural thing. We try to be the best, we and so when you are in that process, rather than say things that you may never follow up on, if you don't have, okay, let's say a beach house, right? You want to one day living on the beach. Are you currently having a side hustle that making that money? Are you currently getting up early on Saturdays and Sundays to build that fund? Are you currently, like, are you aligning your life truly to have that beach house or that mountain house? If you're not doing that, um and this is just a new lady, do not make this, smoke. How you call it, smoke and mirrors. Just to talk about things that are happening, that you've achieved, and so on and so forth. So that's what I want to say. Number one. Yeah, and Elizabeth, I totally agree with you. And another thing is, the moment your mouse says something, and it's like halfway here, halfway there, what happens too, right? Everything unfolds, and nothing unfolds the wrong way, and your big plan does not happen, right? So this takes me right to my next point, where I want to share. This is the hugest mistake that men do when they communicating with women and trying to, impress them. They over promising. So you meet a lady, and you just, she's the finest thing you've ever had, you've ever wanted, you ever dreamed about. Or you met somebody that you're really into, somebody that you are really into that lady. And you start like making a lot of compliments, a lot of over sweetened, as I called them, over, I don't, you go all in with your mouse, to tell you how great she is. But that's a whole different conversation on compliments. But you also making promises. You start making promises that you don't even know you will be able to keep. You maybe in the hearts of hearts you do want to keep those promises, and that is sort of a dream for you. But you don't understand that whatever comes from your mouth, if the lady respects you, imagine whatever promise comes from your mouth is the same thing as that you're writing it down and putting a stamp on it, as if this comes, from, the your office, your it's an official paper. You may even, hoping or thinking, or maybe, but if it sounds like something you are intending to do and it's a promise, you better make sure that you can actually execute that. You know how when you are a child, and you were excited about something, and some grown-ups telling, oh, you know what, if you're gonna get this done, I'm gonna take you to Disney World. Or if you have all A's, I'm gonna take you to Europe. Or, whatever promise. So I'm gonna take you to a candy shop. It doesn't matter. And you get all excited as a kid, and then only to learn that, oh, I didn't mean it really. Like, it wasn't serious. So with ladies, of course, we are not children, and we do understand that circumstance happens and life happens and all kinds of other things can be happening. But my best strategy for you guys to share is under promise and over deliver. This way you don't have to be all anxious, if you, and don't make things way too complicated, because things are more likely to go wrong when you over complicate it with too many details and too many steps, right? So the principle of under promise and over deliver works wonders at all times, because you may have an exquisite plan. You may want to do something special for your lady, right? And the best thing to do is kind of playing down it a little bit and, oh, give you an idea. But that there's gonna be something great. You prepare her some surprise. She has something special that day. My dad actually, he has been doing this. I remember that as one of the most of my fond memories. He um, would always like sniff out, like figure out some details if he knew something important was happening in my life, maybe something, some event, or I am about to achieve something is going on. He would always kind of very almost pretended almost he's uninterested and not listening, but he would ask me for the date when certain event is happening, or he would ask me for the time, or he would ask me, like, just kind of like, by the way, by the way, what's your address? I just need to I'm just filling out my notebook and just want to make sure I have those addresses just in case. But in reality, he asking you for an address because yeah, well, in this case my dad, but it could be anybody else. You ask her for an address so you can deliver the flowers to her home, or you can send her a card or a gift or whatever else, whatever surprise. Of course, you have to be mindful and you cannot really interfere somebody's private space. You have to be respectful. You have to remember the level of your relationship. But sometimes you can find a sneaky way if you know there is something important going on, especially when you cannot be present at the time, or when you can be present at the time, just so you know the timing and the regiment, and so you can surprise. But let's say something happened and you don't have the surprise, like something happened, I don't know, the weird regulations that we have this past year or more. Something happened at your work, something happened with your vehicle, I don't know, you ran out of money, you became bankrupt. I'm just kidding, guys, but you understand what I mean. If something happened, at least you can still do that, maybe follow up and do that on your time that you planned. But she will not be sitting there and looking like at every package, at every parcel, and thinking, oh, I thought, he gonna send me flowers, for this birthday or this event or something like that. At least she won't be sitting there like an abandoned child, looking in the window, looking at every delivery and thinking, oh, maybe this is mine, maybe this is mine. So it is much better when it is a surprise, like, one of the things again that my dad did for me and kind of set a standard. He was always a very thoughtful person. He would think things ahead. He would never be unprepared. But my favorite would be that he would spy on something. For example, he would spy on something that I like. When we would go shopping, especially book shopping, I would put my eye on certain books, and I'm like, oh, this is a nice book. oh, this is a nice book, and sometimes I could afford them, sometimes I couldn't. It didn't really matter. When I was in school, I was a student and things like that. And then he would surprise me with that. He wouldn't say anything. He was like, "Oh, you like this? Okay, yeah, I see." He would show like he was almost disinterested. But then these books, would show up at my door, or in his case with him, usually he would just surprise me. And man, I'm gonna these memories really make me emotional. But he would just put thought ahead. He would be always, yes, Elizabeth, I know. He would be always thoughtful. You see, but if he would tell me, "Oh, you like this book? I'm gonna get you this book. You're gonna have this book." And then I would be already expecting it. And then if he would do it a month after, I would be already disappointed that I did not get it. You just have to consider this incredible strategy of under promise and over deliver, that it never ever ever fails. In best case scenario, she will be elated, excited, delighted, just super super happy, and like just super emotional, excited about it. In the worst case scenario, she did not expect it, so if you couldn't deliver it, she would never know, and she would not be disappointed, and you would not be anxious. Guys, if you anything like me, I am actually, I was thinking the other day, I'm a pretty anxious person sometimes. I feel that people that think ahead sometimes get this anxiety because they can play things and see what may or may not work, and you almost can see in the future, you know and sometimes I'm getting really better at this, and I try to, when I get anxious, I try to see like the best turn, what is going to happen. I try to see like the best unfolding for the events. So um but when you simplify things, you are less likely to be anxious about anything, because let's say you are planning a special date. She doesn't know it's a special date. You may do something. Just a second, guys. I actually have my tea today, so mm, it's just so good. So you can be a lot less anxious because you getting some things prepared, but she doesn't know about it. So if it doesn't work out, you won't be under such a stress because you can do it next time. It's not expected from you. At some point I want to do my live streams planned, but when I try to plan it, it's almost a guarantee that I have a guest, my plans are changing, or something else going on. So I think that surprising people, if to choose from two, is better than make them expect something and then be late or not show up. So if something comes out of your mouth, any kind of promise, be very very slow to promise. Remember, when you promise something, it's almost like it's get carved in a stone, so you have to be mindful of that, very very mindful. So better wait with promises and under promise, and surprise and over deliver. So that's my message today, guys. And I also want to thank you so much. We have new members joining Patreon, and I'm so excited because I want to start to do more exclusive content, something that I give enough of game and advice for everybody for years here on YouTube. People of course order consultations with me, but it's not always necessary because you can figure out things for yourself, and it's absolutely free and available. But I want to go deeper and share some deeper things, and part of it going to be connected to Patreon. So I just want to thank you so much, the new members who have been joining. I believe we have Kate joining today, and we have Wayne and a few other people. Yes, Kate, Mill Pointer, yes, I know who you are. Thank you so much for joining, darling. And we had Wayne and also Frederick Olsen, the young man with the last name such similar to mine, so almost same. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I want to do more, and I want to improve the channel and the quality, and that leads me to my last point of the show today, that I just want to say thank you so much for those of you who support my channel even beyond my expectations, which I definitely do not expect this. And I just want to tell you, well, this fluffy friend goes over here. I just want to tell you that we are having, well, first of all, I got this cuteness. It's actually a really cute gift. I just want to show it to you. It's a little rose teddy bear. I'm about to open it. It's a cute gift for a lady. Just something that will make you smile, right? But here we have some serious things. First of all, I got really cool a new iPad. I think it's a new one of the new iPad Pros. So when I travel, I can do more stuff. So thank you so much. The person that gifted this beautiful, generous gifts wants to be unknown, so we're not gonna share the name, but this is gonna help a lot. I get used to my old things so much, but I do want to change. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate that. And I got this awesome MacBook Air, which I actually got a bit ago, but again, it takes a while for me to open gifts, because I actually enjoy the idea of it, and I'm so used to my old. Is anybody in the chat is like me, and you so in love with things that are already working for you? But I want to upgrade my live show game, and so having MacBook Air and couple phones and iPads, so we can stream on more platforms. And I just want to thank you so much for this generous gift. Once again, not gonna name the giver because he wants to be he wants us to be confidential, but thank you so very much. I'm excited to try this. I don't think I've ever have a MacBook Air, so it's gonna be fun. And I have this beautiful pink cover for it. That's really sweet too. Thank you. And I know this MacBook Air for me when I travel, because it's super light. So this was unexpected, so it's a huge surprise. Anonymous, yes, thank you. And also I got this really cool deck. It's a thing to improve when I do live streaming, guys. It's probably gonna happen in the fall, in early fall, but this is you put different sounds and noises and music and laughter. This is so very cool. And again, I want to thank you for dedicated supporter who did that for us. And it's not just for me, guys, it's for us. And once again, it was not expected, so it's just such an amazing treat. I truly appreciate that. And everything that we improve here, and like most of you supporting donations is going for good content, for me having time to record and maybe help those people that cannot always support, but just want to know and learn things. I appreciate people who are genuinely curious, and I'm happy to share certain things that I know. If somebody can use them, and they can make you understand somebody better, why not? Right? So and this I think, this is also I forgot this one, and I have some more things, but this one is a light, and I think it's like a desk light. It makes it more, so when you do videos at night, it doesn't it makes it a good lighting, so I am not in the dark. So So thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I've been having this for a while. So I'm like, okay, I gotta open those boxes and gotta say thank you, and I'm super excited because it's gonna come handy. But once again, if somebody would tell me, hey Veronica, I wanna send this for your channel. I want to send this for you. It's it's exciting when this is somebody and you are maybe you have particular preferences and you're very close, but in many cases the thoughtfulness and the idea, the thrill of a surprise is really makes it special, and it takes pressure from both of you. You taking your time to prepare something and get it delivered. The person does not expect anything, so they're gonna be happy to they're gonna be amazed and excited to receive the gift. It's always a great idea. So thank you. And I just thought that would be I have some requests from, especially from younger guys. A lot of you guys getting a bit anxious at times, right? And you don't know what to do. And in the end of this video, I just want to tell you, simplify. Things not to do with the Ukrainian woman is promise a lot, brag about things you have never done yet, or you don't have a plan to do and execute. Just having too many details, too many things. Simplify it as much as possible. Show your intention, under promise, over deliver, surprise, but do that at your own pace, so you don't have to be stressed out, because stress takes the joy from the situation, right? Do you guys agree? Stress takes all the fun out of it. So with that being said, let me look real quick at the comments. Thank you guys for the kind words. Timothy, I have not received your email. I have not received your email, so I'm not sure. It's consultveronica@gmail.com. If you want to see the spelling of it, look under my video. Maybe Bill could quickly drop it. Thank you, Bill, for the kind words. And so is Leo. And guys, I'm actually late to dinner and I don't want to be anxious, so I have to go. Thank you for posting my Patreon. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you for the kind words. Man, this is a perfect Sunday afternoon video today. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. Elizabeth, I hear you on your thoughts. That's my thoughts too. Yes, Timothy, meditation is awesome, but it's hard to, you also need to change your behavior. And when you have less on your list, you feel calmer and you have time to make everything aligned, and just don't overcomplicate it. Make a surprise. If she does not expect it, she'll be thrilled, excited. If your surprise had been delayed, she would not even know. Be very careful when you promise something, when you talk about intentions. Unless you know 100% you are doing this, do not open your mouth. Get it first. Get that first. Line up things first. Don't brag about things you plan, or especially the most lame thing ever is like, yeah, nice, it's a nice area. Well, wouldn't be nice to live here sometime. Guys, women don't look at you as wouldn't be nice. They look at you as a man of action. Wouldn't be nice is for little kids. So be very careful. Show the action plan and keep executing. When you build up your expectations, some guys try to impress women with like some ideas. Oh, this will happen, that. When you build up your expectation high, imagine something goes wrong and she sits there, she's waiting for it and she's already frustrated. You can't help but be like a child and expect certain things. So when your expectations, when you build her up and you promise all these things and places you're gonna go and things you're gonna do for her, it will be very hard to keep her happy in a way, because you put the bar high and you are just jumping over here on the first floor and you put the bar up to 25th floor. When you haven't done it, everything will come as a surprise, and eventually you can build it up to your vision. But if you start from the bottom, it will always be exciting to go up on a higher and higher level. If you start from the very top that you may or may never reach, uh, you will have to be going down to try to execute something. So it will be, you will always be lowering your expectations because you already promised whole bunch. So actions speak louder. Remember this. And with that being said, I will see you very soon. Thank you for joining Sunday Life.